What up, crew? It's Magic Monday, and today's quote of the week is by James Cameron. It says, if you set your goals ridiculously high and it's a failure, you will fail above everyone else's success. Words to live by. Set high goals for yourself. Also, I don't know if you could tell, but I just got a wall display put in back there, and I'm loving it so much. I just had to share it with you because it's there. It feels great. I love it. But anyway, I have a great card trick for you today that can literally happen in the spectator's hands. So, let's do it. All right, guys, so check this out. Bam, got my deck right here. We're gonna start off. As always, remove the cards from the tuck case, then give the deck a quick little shuffle. There we go. Once we're satisfied, we're gonna have the spectator go ahead and select out a card. Let's just say this one right here. Take a look and remember that card. Once that card's been memorized, we'll lose it somewhere in the center of the deck. There we go. And now the card, of course, is somewhere in the deck. I'm gonna have the spectator put their hand out like this and sandwich that deck right between their hands. As they're doing that, I'm just gonna snap my fingers and I'm gonna have the spectator turn the deck over and put it down on the table like so. And now if I just spread through the deck, we'll see that there's one card that's face down while all the other cards are turned face up. So hopefully the spectator remembers their card, because I actually do not remember the card. So what was the spectator's card for the very first time? 9 of diamonds. There it is. And all the cards are face down. All right, guys, so welcome to the tutorial. Just a little bit of background on this effect. This is something that I put together while just messing around with a deck of cards. So I do not believe it's an original effect, but again, it works well, so let's break it down. For this trick, there are pretty much 3 things you need. One is a double backer card. So where's that double backer? Boom, double backer card. The second thing you need is the ability to keep a card controlled on top of the deck. And the third thing that you need is the ability to do a double lift. If you can do those, if you can do the last 2 things, what am I saying? If you can do the last 2 things and you have a double backer, then you're all set to go. So starting this off right, you can just have the double backer located anywhere in the deck. There's really no setup required for this trick. Completely impromptu, just as long as you have that double backer. So you go ahead, have a spectator select a card. Make sure it's not the double backer. This is the first time come on. So like I was saying, you have a card selected. This time I'm sure it's not a double backer. It's the 7 of clubs, right? So you take the 7 and you want to lose it into the deck. By losing it, you're telling the spectator that you're losing it, but you want to keep it controlled on top. So what I like to do is I like to do a false overhand shuffle and just keep that card controlled on top. And of course, if you don't know how to do that, I'll put the link to my tutorial on the screen so you guys can check it out. The point is you keep it controlled on top. And from here, I show the spectator, I spread out the cards to show the spectator that, one, their card is lost somewhere in the deck and all the cards are facing the same direction. And that's gonna be really important. But of course, I don't say that to the spectator. I just show them the card is lost somewhere in the deck while spreading through the cards. And now I square up, have them sandwich the deck between their hands. And the reason now why I spread this was because I wanted to show the spectator that all the cards are facing the same direction. Because in a second, what I'll have them do is I'll do this, snap, have them turn the deck over and place it onto the table, right? And now, of course, you want to show the spectator the effect that the card has flipped over. And that was the whole reason, again, of why we spread through the cards like this, because then it's impossible for a card to flip over if all the cards were facing one direction and nothing happened since then. Okay, so once that happens, the spectator takes the card, well, takes the deck and places it face up on the table. Now, what you want to do is you want to spread through the cards to show that there's one face down card. Now, as you see, the way I spread the cards, I exposed the spectator's selected card here. So you don't want to expose the spectator's selected card. So when you're spreading the deck, you push it down first on the table, press down on the table, shift in the opposite direction of the spread first. And what this does is that it dislodges this spectator selected card, so now it's sticking out in the opposite direction. And now when you go ahead and do a spread, you see the last card, or the first card the spectator sees, is the 3 of spades. And if they actually want to go through and you want to show them that their card is not face up anywhere, you can do that as well, right? So having that card now hidden behind here is a huge advantage, and that really sells the effect even more. So you have that card pulled out, square it all up, and turn the deck over. And of course, at this point, you want to get a break under the top card. So a few ways you can get a break. You can lift up with your thumb. You can do a pinky count, but of course I can never do a pinky count when the deck is bent inwards. But the point is, you want to get a break under the top card. You get this card back. Again, you don't want to flash this to the spectator because remember, it's a double backer. Put it right on top and you do the double lift. Boom, and you show the spectator that the face down card was their selected card. At this point, you can pretty much come out clean, right? You show that card to the spectator. If you want to, again, this is just optional. You can always palm this card off, place this deck on the table, and get rid of this card. But honestly, I've never really had anyone want to look into the deck, so I usually just spread it out like this, say all the cards are facing the same direction, and then there's that one card you selected, and their mind will just be blown from this point. So I hope you guys enjoyed this effect. For more cool stuff, make sure to check out that video because it's great, and I'll see you there. Peace out.